What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. This is a late live, but it's going to be short because I just wanted to cover this before I laid it down. You can't stress enough about the events that occurred and how it went left from a man OBLOCK ALO. Fam. Now, I'm not sure if OBLOCK ALO was a rapper or a trapper. There's mixed information out there. But the early reports was that he was a rapper. Some people were saying that he trapped, but these days you can be a rapper and a trapper. It's all the same. It's intertwined these days. This dude, ALO, was having a squabble. Him and his buddy, they both was fighting some other dudes. And shit, for a minute there, I thought I was seeing doubles. I really need to get this video and link it for y'all to check it out yourself. But these two dudes, they get into a squabble. And OBLOCK ALO, him and his buddy, they win in the fight. Both of them, they both are handling the dudes that they're with. They're fighting. The dude that ALO was identified as a 17-year-old. The dude he was fighting was identified as a 17-year-old dude. They were scrapping. They were scrapping hard. And ALO and his buddy was getting the best of each one of the dudes they were fighting. And, after ALO kicked dude and, beat on him a little bit, he got up and walked off. He turned his back to him. He turned his back, but he was looking back, but he turned his back and he was walking. And when he let dude up, dude got up and pulled that hammer out and dumped on him like 7 times. These dudes, I get it. Somebody jump you, somebody just jump you. That's different. Somebody messing with you, jump you. Hey, they get what they get. That's how I look at it. But if it's a situation where you're going one-on-one, your head up, I want to fight, you want to fight, let's do it. And then you get, then the person get the short end of the stick, want to pull out a gun. That's whole shit. That's a coward, that's a sucker, that's a clown. And there's too many of them out here today. I mean, just so many clowns, so many soft-ass suckers, who ain't got no boxing game. Oh, they talk a lot. They got all the talk in the world. My thing is that, fam, if you can't box, keep your mouth shut. Even if you can box, keep your damn mouth shut. But if you can't box, you definitely should keep your mouth shut. But a lot of these dudes, they just, they do a lot of that. And a lot of them on the internet too. They do the same thing on the internet. A lot of them do a whole bunch of yapping on the internet, making threats about people, clowning people on the internet. And they do it all day long. And they ain't got no boxing game. A lot of them, they ain't even shoot. They ain't gonna bust nothing. They ain't gonna kill nothing. They ain't gonna let nothing die. Now, some of them, they coward enough to do something, pull out something, because that's what they are. They ain't got no boxing game. They can't fight. Their daddy couldn't fight. Their granddaddy couldn't fight. They come from a whole line of suckers and clowns. So that's all they got, They ain't got no kind of squabble. They good fighting on women, though. They can beat the hell out of women. But when it come to men, they cowards. They ain't got no kind of fight for men. They quick to pull out a gun. So this situation here, for a moment there, I'm watching the fight and I'm thinking, okay, these boys, they scrapping. They going mano a mano. And then this fool get his ass whooped and then pull out a gun. and then shoot the boy in the back. Straight coward. Straight coward. I don't even know how people even hang out with dudes like that. I don't even know how people befriend those type of dudes. I don't know how anybody could respect them or how anybody could love them or like them, care for them. I don't even know how they do it. Because I would just look at them like a straight up clown, like a sucker, like a goofy, just a goofball. I wouldn't want nothing. I wouldn't want to be around anybody like that, man. But man, it seems like it's a whole it's like a nation of them. They're everywhere, in every city. It's not just Chicago. Every city, bunch of clowns. Ain't got no hands whatsoever. And then you know why they shoot? Because when you see them fight, they fight like this. They be fighting. Sometimes I see them fighting on video, they be fighting like this. What the hell is this? Sometimes they be fighting, they be. All this open. They just like, man. What can you say, fam? Serena said it's a different day. You right about that, sis. Different day. Different day. And then most of them, when they get hit, the first time they get hit, they fall out. You know why? Because they ain't never been hit before. They soft. Soft as Jell-O pudding. Ain't never been hit before. So that's why when they get hit, anything, you hit them anywhere. Just hit them anywhere. They just fall out dead. Just one hit or quitter. Just you hit anything on them, they just fall out. Hit their ear. Just hit them on. Hit the ear. You ain't got to even hit them. Smash the ear into the head. Just do the ear like this. Them little motherfuckers be falling out dead. Soft as hell. Soft. Cowards. You don't get no points for being in a one-on-one. Get your ass whooped, then pull out a gun and shoot somebody. That's straight coward. I can understand if you got a gun and somebody run up on you, messing with you for no reason or whatever. I got that. I get that. Hey, they get what they get. Hey, man, you go out there messing with somebody, bothering people. You bothering somebody who ain't bothering you, you get what you get. You get whatever you get. But you got a one-on-one, y'all scrapping, one-on-one, you scrapping. Then dude get the best of you, and then you pull out a gun. That's straight sucker shit, man. Ain't no two out. You can say what you want to say to me. But that's straight sucker shit. I don't care where you from. I don't care how many fools you done killed. I don't care how much dope you done sold. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many followers you got. You're a sucker. China White, what up? Going into the comments. Redlam, what up? Easy peasy. Paul Nettles. What's up, Tony Hill? That's right, fam. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. If you're just not joining, fam, we're talking about OBLOCK. Yeah, fam, we man, OBLOCK been taking a lot of hits lately, man. We're talking about OBLOCK ALO right now. who was killed on yesterday after beating a 17-year-old in a fight. So 17-year-old got his ass whooped, and like the coward he is, he pulled out a gun and shot dude in the back after he walked away. The dude showed him mercy. See, that's the thing, fam. He showed him mercy and walked off. He could have stomped him all the way out. Turns out that's what he should have done. He could have stomped him all the way out. Could have killed him, but he showed him mercy, walked off, and that fool shot him in the back. Shot at him at least 7 times. I don't know how many times he hit, but he shot at least 7 times. Took him out. Mike Thomas say it's pride, but how is it pride though, dog? Pride would make you not pull out the gun and shoot the dude, because pride would say, okay, fair fight, it was 1-on-1, he got the best of it. Okay, shit, I did the best that I could. He got the best of it. I'll take that. You use it as a stepping stone. Usually, you take your bitter with your sweet. That's how you grow. Take your bitter with your sweet. You take an L and you learn from that L so that you don't take an L the next time. That's how you grow. That's life. That's the cycle of life. But the moment you take an L and you panic, you get emotional, you're ready to kill something, kill everything, you can't grow like that. You're going to stunt your growth. You're going to end up in a place that you don't want to be in. No self-control whatsoever. You got to be able to take an L in life all the way around. It doesn't matter whether it be a fight, a fist fight. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship where you've been rejected, or a situation where the relationship has come to an end, it's dissolved, it ain't going no further, that's it. That chapter is closed. Whether it's a job that it didn't work out, they fired you, or maybe you didn't get the job at all. Maybe you tried to start a business and you took an L. It didn't work out. What do? Just stop? Damn, I tried to start a business. It didn't work. So I ain't gonna never try to start a business again. I ain't gonna never try to go into business for myself again. That's it. I started like probably 20 businesses before I got one that worked out well for me. At least 20. You got some people, they take an L, they panic. As soon as they take an L, they just give up. They lose it. They get emotional. Oh, why me? Why me? Oh, Lord, why me? Poor me. They get down on themselves, start kicking themselves and pointing fingers and blaming everybody and all of that stuff. And as long as you blaming other people for your shortcomings, for your mishaps, you ain't gonna never make it. You ain't gonna never get to where you're trying to go, because you got an excuse ready. Some people got excuses on standby. They just be sitting back waiting. They got an excuse for everything in life. They got an excuse for failed relationships, whether it be platonic, whether it be intimate, family, business. They got an excuse for everything you can think of. Some people never take responsibility for their own actions. It's everybody's fault but theirs. Those type of people never make it, because they're relying on excuses to bail them out. You can't get there with excuses. Okay, you can complain, but after you complain, do something about it. And complaining more is not doing something about it. Making excuses is not doing something about it. You got to be able to take an L, man. Take an L for growth. I ain't talking about just sitting around taking L's because that's what you do. You know, you're just a damn loser. I ain't talking about that. But hell, oftentimes in life, you don't even know how to win unless you learn how to lose. You got to learn how to lose first before you learn how to win. Oftentimes, because you don't know what to do. You don't really know what to do to win until you lose. And then if you the type of person that's got some pride about yourself and you don't like losing, you figure out a way to win. And pride will make you keep on trying until you win. Okay, you got into a fist fight, you took an L. Shit, maybe you didn't know how to fight. What you do? You just go pull out a gun and go find a dude and shoot him because you got your ass whooped? Or you gonna do what like Ali did and go in a boxing gym or something and get you some skills and then go find that fool and take your bike back? Oh man. Bunch of clowns, suckers, goofballs, soft ass niggas out here, boy. They soft. I'm talking about soft, soft. That goes to show you though how the average dude, you will see an average dude whooping on a woman. But when it come to fighting a dude, they can't do nothing. They scare ass to go run and go get a gun. In fact, some of these dudes, they so scary, they so clownish, they so goofy, they so weak, they pull out guns on girls these days. Soft asses. What's up, Sean Lunatic? I took an L one time, fam, in the 4th grade, fighting. I took an L. And I was this dude, I was in the 4th grade, he was in the 6th grade. He was a bully. So he came over to the middle school. He came over to the elementary school. And let me back up. I wasn't in the 4th. I was in another school. I was in the 7th. I was in the 7th grade. He was in the 9th grade. So this fool was a bully. So he come through bullying people coming from the middle school. So he ran up on me. So I called myself taking my shirt off. And when I was taking my shirt off, he banged on me like boo, 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 boo. He put hands on me. Finally got my shirt off. Then I was able to, level it off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even up the fight a little bit. But I take that L. I call that an L. But I could have came back the next day. I wasn't dealing with guns, but I would have stabbed his ass, if I would have felt really threatened. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, okay, the dude was a bully, but I stood up and I fought him. And, I gave it a good shot. And I give him the edge. But that L taught me never take your eye off your opponent again. You got a situation with somebody, never take your eye off your opponent, ever. Never take your eye off your enemy. That's what that taught me, and it's probably saved my life down the line when things were could have been more dangerous than that was, because that was just a schoolyard fight, little after school fight. But later on in life, when the stakes got higher, it could have been a whole lot different. But I learned never take your eye off your enemy. That's what I learned from that L. Taking that L, I grew from that. I used that L as a stepping stone. And I got better. So, just a little something, fam, that, something that you can grow on, learn from. That's all I try to do, fam. Just try to import, some of the lessons, life lessons that I've learned throughout the years. And I feel like my life has pretty much come full circle. Like I've pretty much done everything but die. So I got a wealth of information and knowledge, and I just try to import that on y'all. And I ain't trying to make nobody live a life a certain way or whatever. I hope the best for everybody that want it. Especially if you're a good person. I hope everything turn out for you well. I hope you get everything you want out of life. But I ain't trying to make you do nothing. I'm just telling you this is what it is, and this is how I feel about it. And you can take the information and use it to your advantage, or you can discard it. You can throw it away. You can say he don't know what the hell he's talking about and keep on going the other way. Uh, it's up to you. Hugh Street, what up? What's up, Rob G? Carol, what's up, Carol? Carol Goodall. Vanessa Andrews, what's up, Vanessa? Bin Laden's chopper. Keystone 291 Tech Devices. What's up? What's up, Jerry Nelson? Gerald King, what up? Shamika. Christina Thomas. She's talking about Flavor Flav and a car accident. What y'all talking about? Okay, Flav was in a car accident, but he's all right. See, Flavor Flav was nearly crushed to death by a falling boulder. Damn, missed his car pretty bad. Flavor Flav is lucky to be alive, escaping death by only a few feet after a massive boulder struck his car. A ref for Flav tells us that he was on a road trip from Vegas to LA Tuesday when the rain caused a boulder to fall down a cliffside in Latuna Canyon and smashed the right side of his vehicle. We're told that the collision caused Flav to briefly lose control of his vehicle. Thankfully, he was able to safely get it to the side of the road. Luckily, Flav is up and talking following the accident. He tells us God is good and that he came very close to death, but is super grateful to be alive. All right, Flav, that's good news. That would have been heartbreaking. Yeah, Flav, that's the homie. That's the homie for real. Flav, Chuck D, Griff, the whole PA, the whole P clan, you know? Yeah, that's family. Somebody said stop the bullying and the gun violence will stop. No, it won't, because bullying ain't causing gun violence. You know, bullying, it may be bullying may be a symptom, but it ain't the cause. Like gun violence is out of control in America because America has a morality problem. That's what's causing all the gun violence in America. America has a morality problem. America has America has a mental health problem. So a lot of people in this country are mentally ill. And I do believe that the mental illness is encouraged by those in charge. They don't put the resources and money behind mental health as they should. Even when they send police out on calls, the police should never go out on a mental health call because the police are trigger happy. They like shooting. And anybody that don't comply, anybody that come at them aggressively, if a person has mental health issues, oftentimes they're not in control of their own mind. They're not in their right mind. So they don't need a fool like a police officer who's trained to just kill people, anybody that's aggressive. They don't need that type of person coming out. And I don't know why people continue to call the police when their loved ones are having mental breakdowns. You should never call the police. The police ain't it. Police ain't there to save you. They're there to grave you. Okay, so yeah, somebody else said that it was a Chicago rapper that killed him, his own friend. Yeah, somebody said his own friend. Damn, that was his own friend that he was kicking like that. He was kicking the hell out of him, kicked him and wailing off on him. So, but hey, he must have done something real bad to make him want to kick him. I can understand you getting into a fight with a friend, get into a fight, but it's like that would be like getting into a fight with my brother. Um, I never had a fight with my little brother, who's 10 years younger than me. But me and my big brother, we had a couple of fights. Nothing big, nothing major. But we had a couple of fights when we were very young. You know, I'm talking about we never had a fight when we were teenagers. But when we were very young, we had little scuffles or whatever. But I would never, when you kicking somebody, that's like, fuck you, like, yeah, like you, that's, that to me, that's like ultimate disrespect. Kicking to me is like slapping. It's like slapping somebody. That's right there. Like, yeah, that's it. That's that. You ain't nothing. If you, I want you dead. That's that want you dead type of energy. When you kicking somebody, you kick them, you stomp them, you slap them, spit on somebody. All that there in the same category to me. Blue-eyed law. Who was that line of the XY? Key. 90s algorithm. Leo Lion, what's up? DJ Snoopy? Is that Snoopy or Snuppy? I think that's Snuppy. Say they beat and jumped the woman who recorded the video. Damn. Julius Chapman, what up? What's up, Lisa Jordan? Horace Shaw. Yeah, so a lot of people saying that wasn't a friend, that was an enemy. Yeah, when I look back at all of the dudes that I know that was murdered from Fifth Ward, where I grew up in, the hood I grew up in, when I look at all the people who were murdered, the dudes who were murdered, most of those dudes were murdered by dudes from Fifth Ward. And most of them also were friends at some point with the person who killed them. That tells you that you have to be very careful about the people you allow in your space, because it be the people that's closest to you that have the most envy in their heart for you. I mean, just jealous hearted. They be right there next to you. They watching. And they want your spot. Most of the dudes who sell drugs, who got killed selling drugs, they were killed by dudes who they sold drugs with. Because you know how they say no honor among thieves, right? If you out there, you going out there and you robbing and you killing, you selling drugs or whatever, you live in an anything goes type of lifestyle, and you hanging out with those type of dudes, what's going to stop them from doing you the same way? You can't get rocked to sleep by somebody saying that's my dog, that's my homie, and calling your daddy unc, calling your mama. You know what I'm saying? You can't get thrown off by that. Dude coming to your house, eating, bringing gifts. Man, gotta watch these suckers. Snakes, man. Really, fam, being a square is probably the most popular thing, the coolest thing that a dude could do. It's probably the smartest thing a dude could do today. Just be a square, man. You square up. Being a square don't mean you're a sucker. Don't mean you're a clown. It don't mean you're goofy. It just means that, hey, man, I'm cool with all that being in the streets. I'm cool with all of that, all of them taking them penitentiary chances. I'm cool with all of that. I'm square up. Make sure I stick around, handle these parental responsibilities, Be there to watch my kids grow and not pass the responsibilities off to another man. Ain't no other man gonna love your kids like you gonna love them. That's if you really love your kids. Now, some of these dudes out here don't give a damn. They just breeders. So yeah, another man could step in and do a job 1,000,000,000 times better than a sucker can because he's just a breeder. He don't give a damn about nobody but himself. He pretty much don't even really give a damn about himself. If you really think about it, fam, if somebody really cared about themselves, it would be very easy for them to care about their seed. How you bring somebody into the world and not watch them develop, not be there to watch them grow, not be there to coach them and teach them, guide them, love them? How you do that? I don't even mess with them type of dudes. Not at all. I don't mess with them. I don't care who they are, or, what everybody else think about them. I don't mess with them. I don't like the energy. Because if they do that to their own child, they'll do that to their own seed. Imagine what they'll do to me. Yeah, I don't mess with them at all. I don't trust them. A dude that will abandon his own child, I don't trust him. Nah, I'm cool on that. Patty Pierce, what's up? What's up, David Joseph? What it look like? Yeah, fam, let me be clear. Being a square don't mean you'll let somebody ride on you or your family. If you think that's what a square means, your definition way off. Because I pretty much live a square life myself right now. I feel like, I seen it all, done it all. I ain't tripping. I'm cool. But ain't nobody gonna ride on me and get away with it. Ain't nobody finna ride on my people and get away with it. There's something come with that, and any man should feel the same way. Any man who minding his own business, who people minding their own business, and somebody go to messing with him, should feel the same way. Yeah, you talk about being a square. We talking about, man, putting your head down and taking care of business. Putting your head down, tending the business. And if it ain't your business and it ain't about business, hey man, we're talking about business, spending quality time with close family, not just family, close friends, relaxing, getting you plenty rest, exercising, eating right, and building. Building. Make something pop before you get up out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Now, somebody get that misconstrued and, they start getting out of pocket, then, you got to, sometimes you tap somebody on the ass and remind them, hey, ain't nothing really changed. That don't, because I'm a square, don't mean that, you're going to run circles around me, like you're going to be able to just do me any kind of way. That ain't what a square is. Square just means that, fam, you cool with all the excitement. You cool on that, you cool with that. Cool with taking penitentiary chances. I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that. Cool with not being on the scene all the time. Cool with that. I'm cool with that. You got to be at the club all the time. Ain't got to always be on the scene. Yeah, I live in Houston, fam, and sometimes when I go out, I go out so rarely. Sometimes people see me, they feel like they saw a ghost, or they feel like they be like, "Oh hell," People been living it all their life, they never seen me out because I just, you know, put my head down, I tend to my business, and I build. That's it. If I go out, I'm gonna go out, kick it for a minute, and I'm out well before the close club. I do not close clubs down. You try to close the club down, you're gonna be in trouble. That's usually when all the trouble happens, when the club closing down, right? Think about it, fam. Most of the time when it's some fights and stuff breaking out, or it's a shooting, it happens after the club closes. Very seldom does a shooting happen before the club opened, while the club is open. It's usually after the club closes. You know why? Because everybody drunk. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of people drunk. You got a lot of people that struck out. Night didn't go like they wanted it to go, and now they mad. You walk out with your girl, they jealous. Or the girl walk out, a group of girls walk out by themselves, a couple of suckers standing around who done struck out. They don't know how to accept rejection, and now they want to try to holler at the chicks. The chicks ain't giving them no play. Now they want to clown them. Next thing you know, these used to be a dude might just cuss a chick out and then let her go on by their business. Now these fools want to knock their teeth out their mouth. They want to fight the girls. They want to fight the girls now. So that's when all the action really happens, fam. Usually after the club closes. You got dudes standing around drunk. Some of these women be standing around drunk. They ready to fight. Things didn't go like they wanted to go. Somebody hopped in the car with somebody else and all this stuff. So for me, let me get on up out of here, man, before everybody start stepping outside. Let me get on smooth on up out of here. By the time the club closed, I'm at home chilling. I'm in bed already. And I don't go to those after spots. I don't go to after hours, and I don't go to those restaurants, those after hours restaurants. Because guess what happened when you go to those little after hour restaurants, those breakfast spots? But guess who else there? All the damn fools who was at the club, and they're drunk, and they're loud, they're wild. I don't want to be around that shit. Yeah, I don't want to be around that at all. Nino Brown, what up? Nino Brown said, when you get out the hood, don't ever go back. Yeah, I've been back to the hood thousands of times. But, it's how you move in the hood. It's how you move when you do go to the hood. You go out there and stand on that block like everybody else, like you used to, you're going to get yourself in some trouble because the block is hot. That's just how it is in the hood. The block is hot. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you also, fam, like a lot of this if you look at a lot of these cats that's been murdered, a lot of it just got to do with the type of energy that they have and the energy that they have around them. A whole lot of it got to do with their energy. If you're around that type of energy, if the people you're kicking it with have that kind of energy, they're going to invite that type of energy. And that's all bad. So, Rashad Lewis, William Lord, what's up, William? Greg Peters. Man, I got a question, fam. This is a heavy question right here. This is one of the biggest questions I ever asked on Willie D Live. This is a big question. How is it that my name is on this channel? When you come to my channel, my name is right there in bold, Willie D Live. How do you misspell Willie when it's right there in your face? Like before you type whatever you got to type, my name is right there. You're looking at it. How do you misspell my name? How do you spell Willie with a Y? You're spelling Willie like a white man in America. Everybody knows if you are a black man in America and your name is Willie, your name is going to be spelled with a W-I-L-L-I-E. It's going to be spelled with an I-E, not a Y. Almost everybody know this. Even the old women names who are named Willie that are black, their name is spelled with an I-E, not a Y. Fam, we got to do better. We got to do better. Jaco Crypto, hey man, I already bought the Saitama dip and I'm buying some more. Hey fam, hey, I always buy the dip. Once I believe in a coin, I'm on it, I buy the dip. So you ain't got to tell me to buy the dip. I'm already on it. What's up, Dennis? Miss Timsy. What's up, Miss Timsy? Fam, I do appreciate y'all like stand up and if you're in the US, stand up, and even people that are watching me abroad, thanks for tuning in so early in the morning. Uh, yeah, this is one of those stories that I just wanted to cover before I laid my head down. Uh, it just caught my attention big time. Just the whole uh, that situation with a fair fight happening. It's a fair fight, one-on-one fair fight, and then this fool get his ass whooped and pull out a gun and gun this boy down. That's just, see, I just don't want no sucker stuff on my record, fam. I don't want that sucker stuff on my record. Yeah, to me, that's sucker. That's a straight sucker. It's like to me, like certain things I just don't want to have it on my record. I don't want to have on my record, old girl didn't want to be with him no more. So he went over there, he killed her, he killed her mama, he killed her sister, he killed the dog. Sucker. I don't want that on my record. When I go, I want to be honorable. I want to die in honor. I want to die with honor. I want when I go, I just everybody look say that's a man right there. That's a man right there. I don't want no all that sucker shit, following me. When I die, I need even women. I need if a sucker saying something slick about me, because I know a woman ain't gonna say nothing slick about me, because for some reason I just never had like really had like heard of like women hating like men hate. So it'd be a dude. I feel like when I die, it'd be a woman. It'd be like if a dude say something slick about me, I think a woman would just stand up. It'd be like Willie D was more of a man than you. He had more man in him in his pinky finger than you have in your whole body. You soft ass punk. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like a woman to check him. Like even if she don't say something, I think a woman would just give him a look like, like what's up, Christopher Wiggins? Truth John said, why was a grown man fighting a child? Um, I'm gonna tell you something, fam. Uh, 17 legally is a child, but you got 17 year olds out here squeezing, pulling triggers. You saw that 17-year-old gunned them down. So when you start talking about a child, some of these dudes, they do everything that a grown person does except responsibility. Some of these dudes, 15 years old, will kill you. They will blow your head off. You talking about why is somebody fighting? Man, yeah. That ain't that. Now that's something that I would definitely try to avoid. Obviously, he knew. They say that this guy was friends of his, a friend, so-called friend. So he must have knew. He had to know he was 17 years old, and they knew that the boy was. He knew he was underage, but 17 years old. Like I say, these dudes at 17, they doing everything that a grown person does except accept responsibility and pay bills. A lot of them, they come and go when they want to. They having sex, they cussing, they packing guns. They're doing everything that a grown person does except pay bills and accept responsibility. So you can't underestimate these dudes, like and sometimes a 17-year-old will get off on you. They'll swing on you first. Hell, some of these 14-year-olds will swing on you first. I can see if somebody say, oh, that's a child, and the child stay in the child's place. If that was a child and he stayed in a child's place, you could say, okay, well, I'm gonna stay in an adult place. But if a person crossed that line, then you got to defend yourself. You got to, do what you got to do. Shit, I don't give a damn how old he is. If you threaten my life, shit, I'm gonna try my best to do whatever I got to do to make sure that never happens again. Let's see. So Joe Simon died yesterday. Well, today. His biggest hits included 3 number 1 entries on the US Billboard charts: The Choking Kind, Power of Love, and Get Down, Get Down, Get on the Floor. Remember that, y'all? Get down, get down, get down, get down tonight, baby. Ooh, ooh. Is that the same song? Get down, get down. No, I think that's a different song. Let me look at those words. Power of Love. I remember Power of Love. I don't remember The Choking Kind. I have to look that up. Man, a lot of despair today. Gotta be careful out there, fam. A whole lot of madness going on. Somebody said he should have had more control over his young boy by talking instead of beating him up. Um, you know, who's to say that he didn't try to talk to dude and dude just wasn't listening? And if that's the case, some of these cats that don't listen, you got to kind of distance yourself. But the trip part about it, by living in the hood, is that oftentimes if you live in the hood, it's very hard if you have a problem with somebody. Let's say that person live on your street or live within blocks from you. It's very hard to not cross that person's path. You probably end up at the same grocery stores or same gas station, same park, same neighborhood party. I remember when I was like 18 years old, I went to this party in this neighborhood where I used to live at. And there was a guy there who told me when we was in elementary that I used to beat him up. So I'm at a house party and I don't really know anybody except the dude I came with. So I'm immediately started like checking him out, trying to see what his angle was. But he took it on the chin. He was like, "Yeah, man, but we was kids, man. That was way back." Say, "Yeah, man, we were kids. That way back. Like I don't want no trouble. That was way back." Ken, Colorado. What's up, man? Absolutely. We're sending love to Chicago. Chicago, I mean, I know there's a lot of drama be going on in Chicago, fam, but Chicago is just one of those cities, man, that I just got infinite love for. Chicago has always treated me fair, have always treated me good. Like Chicago's like one of the first cities to support my music, to support Ghetto Boys music. And so they embraced us early on. And so they gave a lot of love, so we gave it right back. And so Chicago is always going to have a special place in my heart. And I'm going to always root for Chicago. And I'm never going to just try to throw Chicago away like some people when they hear the bad news out of Chicago. I hear some people like, oh man, they just throw the whole city away and da 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 da. They got to understand that it's just a few people that's kicking up all the dust. Most of the people that live in Chicago are good people. They are. I know too many good people. It's crazy because the people that I know that live in Chicago is not out there wilding. Some of them used to wild, but they're not wilding. They're out there, trying to make a living for themselves, trying to make a life for themselves and their children. They're good people. It's that small percentage, fam, that's kicking up all the dust. Keep in mind, usually when a damn shooting happens, it's one or two people doing all the shooting, and they shooting 20, 30 people a night. See, that's a very small percentage of people. You got millions of people that live in Chicago. It's that very small percentage, fam. That small percentage in the police. That's right, the police. Check the police, man. The police get a pass a lot, but the Chicago police is among the dirtiest. Check the police. That's right. Crooked to the core. Dirty to the core. Chicago PD. That's right. Low down. Dangerous. Murderous. Lying. Thieving. Corrupt. That's right. Chicago police. When they got rid of the mobsters, at least the Al Capone types and all those type of mobsters, they got rid of them, but they still kept the police, the corrupt police in place, the whole system. They still kept the judicial system in place. So how you gonna lead a city? How you gonna clean up corruption when you're corrupt? Answer that for me. How you gonna expect the people to come forward and tell what they know to try to keep their community safe when you yourself won't come forward and tell what you know to keep the community safe from people who work with you, from corrupt police officers who work with you? But you want the people to risk their lives. You want the people to come forward and be a witness for the state, but you won't. You want the people to come forward, but you won't tell on the dirty DA that's suppressing evidence that could exonerate a man or a woman or a child. You want the people to be honest and law-abiding when you, the judge, is circumventing justice. When you're purposely allowing certain testimony in your courtroom that could convict somebody that really ain't innocent. I mean, that's really not guilty. But you want that person gone, so you letting everything in. You throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at them, because you want them gone. You get that person 60 years in prison. You will give a man 60 years in prison for stealing a Snicker out the store. But let another dude who raped 4 people, who raped 4 kids, let him go home. Y'all want justice. Y'all want people to, they basically want people in the hood to be perfect. While they put all the pressure on the hood and don't put no resources, don't reinvest nothing into the hood. They don't reinvest nothing into the hood. They don't put nothing in, but they want to get everything out. And they want everybody, with all of those traps that they set, you pretty much got to be perfect to get up out of that bastard. Because they want your body warm or cold. Your job is to make sure they don't get it. They want your children's body warm or cold. Your job is to make sure that doesn't happen. The true part about it is that we all know the game that they're playing. So we just have to invest more in ourselves and have more resilience to make sure that they don't get us. And if they've already got you, your job now is to make sure they don't get you again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's on me. Omega Strange. Adisa. What's up, Adisa? Strictly Game. What's up, Z Dunn Gordon? Otis Jr. What's up, Otis Jr.? Okay, fam. As Miss Mecca OK said, please smash up the likes on your way out. I appreciate y'all for joining the live, fam. And my apologies for coming on this late. Normally I try to come on earlier, when people are up and at it, but I just felt compelled to jump on the live tonight and hopefully catch some people up. So I'm surprised that so many of you guys were up and y'all tuned in. Y'all were very engaged, very lively here tonight. So I appreciate y'all, fam. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your morning, or wherever you are in the world. Until next time, no more talk.